Joby FM Radio 1 on Quack Assembly. I'm a Conco Assembly to Tupini. Joby FM Radio 1 on Quack Assembly. I'm a Conco Assembly to Tupini Manche. Joviati no be mango, Truka Folon. Nkaketongbe Anyetnele Yesu Christo Nazareth Tola Onkome. Akpena mikakaba mile todomi. Miapo Ghana nyawe yao ta komiga vale fiede. Mianto minya. Ma biabe amesiame neja gbabe wagbele wo yi vire akodotomi wagbele wo yi vire ko akodotomi akpena mi kakakabe mi le todo Joby FM Radio 1 nu jojodo le ji le miapo Ghana me Joby FM Radio 1. Nu jojo gedeo le ji ke ejebe mia Ghana viore mia fonkune bien de mia fo duplo lawe eyata ejebe micho eje micho na mi vlen Ghana to kolata ple mia nto mia doku weta ple mia fo viwe ple ofo viweta kwa mi nkruma yin me vle Ghana ta na ya nto doku vadegbe ke mi le fi Amerike metele asifia kwa mi nkruma o property de keolo Amerike metele asifia kwa mi nkruma o property de keolo gakei amesusio bete holba du jiba ibete de kwa mi nkruma yomen ya tanfia si o property weyon kakabado akufo ado jigbe enuke tamile ya mi gere nya ke me vire yin ya nya nuke tututu ke le ji fifie le miapo Ghana ple susuka ya nya de fifie bede nya ko aho Ghana adada ipo ajira Ghana do ela bede Malaysia Korea South Korea ple tomi obetere Singapore ple to obete Ghana ple we ko independent le the same time. Even China crache in choncho ke med diori do he med 20 years how cho up China je boosting up na mi le duko me ke mi afu duko nu menyu miawu ke mi a fight na duko be duko de ne stability be duko pe ji ple duko nyonyore nenye didi gbanto na mi le duko me oyi ela ko ano ke amieko avabiti be yova lumone yova politics wa fa lo politician ke obete yo ope didi ko nyamere you are no lone and resource already you are no fee ako yo no yo doku enrich. We have to rise up. What Fix the Country did was a good move. Rallying the youth to realize that there's something wrong with our system. And our all grown-ups, all people, the old foes who are rallying on how do you call it? On the natural resources of Ghana or the resources of Ghana to enrich themselves is a wrong thing. And we have to stand against it. And make sure we push the next government to investigate these issues and people who are found capable. I want to applaud the leadership of Fix the Country. I really want to applaud them because they did a great job. They did a yeoman job, and what they did awaken the youth and most people to realize that no, crop of politicians that we have, the Fourth Republic politicians, are not politicians that we have to depend on to build the country or to rebuild the country. This Fourth Republic politicians are corrupt. They don't have Ghana at heart. They are selfish, greedy. And all they do, I won't say all of them, but at least 95% of the politicians we have in Ghana today are all greedy, creating, looting, and sharing. And it's a big thing that we can have a country that have all this kind of natural resources that we have. The gold, the diamond, the bauxite, the manganese, timber, crude oil. We have all these natural resources. The sad part is this. We have all these natural resources. I will not sit down, Democrats, and find out what can we do, how can we add value to these resources so that we can get more money to set up industries, factories, jobs, good schools, good hospitals. We don't think about all this. Leaders will leave the natural resource and the technocrats we have, go to other countries. Some countries like France. France depend on the West Africa or the Francophone countries in Africa to survive. But our leaders will go to go and be begging for money. Our leaders love to travel outside Ghana to European countries, US, to go and beg for money, to go to China, beg for money. Are you guys not ashamed, Ghanaian politicians, the government, the executive, the MPs? Are you guys not ashamed? An European country say program, can you come over? You will see all our leaders running to go there just to go and beg for money. You know, I'm so ashamed, to be honest with you. I'm so much ashamed sometimes to be calling myself a Ghanaian, because people ask, hey, people tell me, oh, I know Ghana have gold, Ghana have diamond, Ghana have this, but why is Ghana poor? Why is Ghana president traveling around begging for, whilst you have money there, while you can tap on your resources and do something with it? And when they borrow the money, with the money. Anyway, I want to thank Kofi Asante Mensah, UPDN convener, and also I want to thank David Albert Kwenu, He's in Korea. He's one of the conveners of Fix the Country. And also, I want to thank the secretary, Betty Boafo. Betty Boafo, thank you for what you do. And thank you guys for putting that demo together. This is not the end. This is just because we have regions, districts, and we have to shake Ghana. And I want to thank the organizer, Kevin. Kevin, hey. Kevin, thank you very much for what you're doing. Kevin Malo, FTC, Kevin Malo, thank you very much for what you guys are doing. And also, I can't forget my man, Oliver. Oliver, thank you very much for what you guys are bringing up. To be honest with you, I am thanking you guys, even though we have economic freedom fighters also joined the demonstration, but we have to be very careful. To be honest with you, I will say it as it is. We have to be very careful with some kind of people who are jumping into this. Because when you watch, we have some people who were supporting Nana Akufo-Addo seriously in 2016 and 20. Some of them were supporting. You can see all those people jumping in the bandwagon trying to lead. Instead of them following, they jump into the bandwagon just to lead, to expose themselves. What is their motives? I cannot tell you what is their motives, but I think they have a motive. And we have to be careful of such people. When Fix the Country conveners were fighting the police and the judiciary to allow them perform their citizenship duty, to perform their national duty for the country. We didn't see all these people rallying behind court. I didn't see Smart there, Captain Smart. I didn't see him there. I didn't see Ukatechi Afrifa. I didn't see him at the court one time. I didn't see Abraham, and I didn't see some of these people that I see that try to hijack the demonstration. I didn't see them there. But right after everything is cooked and ready, served on the table, they jump on the table. They are the first people who want to eat food. You see, sometimes these are some of the things that we have to be very careful of. Are they planted in there? Hijacking the freedom fighters group, Ernesto Yeboah. You know, you are doing a great job. You are trying to do the right thing, but you got to be careful the kind of people you are allowing to jump into the leadership front role of this thing. We have to be careful because there are people out there who are MPP, supported Nana Akufo-Addo to win election, and they were expecting something from Nana Akufo-Addo, but they didn't get it, and they are embittered so much that they turn against Nana Akufo-Addo. We have to be careful with such people might not be coming on board with the clear motive to fight for Ghanaians, but rather they are there to showcase themselves, let people see them that they're doing something so that they can be called and then their degrees and whatever and whatnot. I'm not saying that is the truth, but think about it, because things like this, you really have to think about it and be careful of people that you allow to have the big say, because by the time you tumble everything, they destroy everything you try to build. That's why I'm encouraging the Fix the Country group to they stand firm and they stand strong for what they want to do. They shouldn't allow any other group. They shouldn't allow any other group to infiltrate their ranks to destroy what they are trying to do. There are certain who jump on this demonstration, try to hijack the demonstration so that people will see them that they are in the front, they are in the helm of affairs. We should be careful with such people. I will say it without any regret. Captain Smart, Okatechea Frifa, Avram, and all these guys, we have to really watch them carefully. Are they really there? You know, I don't want to talk about Avram so much because Abraham have been. These people, we have to watch everybody, especially these three guys. We have to watch them. Okay, are they coming in? If they are coming in, then they should be in the line. Don't give them any front row. That way you can see if they truly want to be part of what is going on. Don't give them any front row. They are not so special for you to give them any front row. They should join the crowd. They should be part of the crowd. They have that humility to join and fight for Ghana. They shouldn't be jumping to the stage. They shouldn't be jumping to be on the front row. And trust them. We cannot trust those people. It's simple as that. We cannot trust them because when Fist Ghana now, Fist the country was going to court and was court case so that they would go ahead to do the demonstration. I didn't see Avram following them to the court or following them to the IGP. I didn't see Oketechea Fiefa. I didn't see Captain Smart. But right after everything is cooked, demonstration is ready, they jump into the first row as if they are the people who organize the demonstration. We have to be careful with such people. We should let our past, you know, show us the future. Anyway, I'll leave that for now. But I want to thank Oliver. I want to thank Kevin, Betty, Robert. Hey, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. I think we need to push it. This is not going to be just for MPP. It's going to be for MPP, NDC, any political party. Anybody who takes over the country must be scrutinized and must be held accountable so that we can be able to have a great Ghana. Thank you very, very much. And this is Joby FM Radio 1. You know, I have few things I want to say. Okay, and I think we should start thinking along this line. And what I'm trying to say right now, some people might like it, some people might not like it, but I think NDC parliamentarians are disappointing Ghanaians. There are a lot of Ghanaians who are not NDC. NDC alone cannot win power. MPP alone cannot win power. We have certain group in the middle, and we call them floating voters. Floating voters are the people, team makers. But what NDC MPs are doing in the parliament, and if they don't take time, NDC will lose again in 2024 if we are not careful. Because it seems in the parliament, right, NDC MPs they've connived, they've joined up with MPPs and whatever they have to do to keep the executive, the MPP government in check, they are not doing it. They are not doing it. Look, some months ago, when this COVID thing started, they realized that there's a group from Nigeria. This Nigeria, through Nana Akufo-Addo, Biochiridaku, and Asante Bedietuo, these Nigerians they've hijacked our airport. They've hijacked our airport, saying they're doing a COVID test there. And the COVID test, I was in Ghana in March, and I will tell you, from the information I have and what I know about this COVID and the COVID test, is that what they are doing at the airport is a scam. It's a scam. They said they are doing gene tests, but they are requesting that you should do PCR before you come to Ghana. And why are they not doing the PCR at the airport, but they are doing antigen? And the antigen test they are doing is not accurate. And there are a lot of scientists and doctors and lab professionals who came out saying what they are doing in the airport, it's not helping the country. Tell somebody before you come to Ghana, you need to do PCR tests. And it has to be within 3 days to 4 days. People do the test and then they come to Ghana. And then you tell them at the airport that they have COVID. And then you take them to a hotel. And in 3 days, you discharge them to go. And you want them to pay the hotel. Is there any sense in this? They took my $150 too when I came to Ghana. And I argue with them. And I tried to talk to the supervisor or manager or somebody at the, I couldn't get anybody. Everybody, they point to me, they don't want to talk to me because I want to ask them, how can you detect a COVID blown, a full-blown COVID in 3 days or 4 days? How can you? Because before I went to Ghana myself, I did 2 tests. I had 2 COVID test results, all negative. All right? You allow me into the country. What about if after 10 days or 15 days, which COVID, how do you call it? The scientists are saying COVID can be detected or it will get to its full-blown after 10 days. You allow me into the country, and after 10, 15 days, if I have COVID, how will you know? Then you turn around, you are saying that COVID is spiking high in the country. But you people who are there in the health ministry, in the health sector, you think the Ghanaians are stupid? Or you think the people outside Ghana, whom you always go, the World Bank and the IMF, all these donors who are support this COVID, poor African countries or poor countries that are being struck with COVID, you just playing this game, raising the numbers so that you can go and collect money. That is crime. That is defrauding. That's crime. Our leaders today are so criminal minded, criminal intent. Can't believe it. They're saying, oh, the COVID is spiking. The COVID is spiking. Look, people who live in the areas where they said the COVID is spiking, you speak to those people and they're telling you, we are not seeing nothing. We don't know nobody. When I went to Ghana in March, I went to about 6 different towns and spoke to people. People didn't know who had COVID. People didn't know anybody in the town that died of COVID. Even the people in the village were not even using masks. And I stayed in Ghana for like a month. And I've been to these 5 places every week. Every week. Once a week, I've been to these 5 villages or towns. And I talk to people. I go around and talk to people. So what exactly is going on in Ghana? Now, they're saying the COVID spike is in the Volta region. Where in the Volta region? Name where in the Volta region. Because you can't just say Volta region. You have to mention a town. You said the northern region, the savannah. Mention a town. Where? Where did you find out? Where did you do the survey? Ghanaians, wake up. These people leading us today are just a bunch of criminals. And you know, let me come here right away. Alban Bagbin, the Speaker of Parliament, is not helping Ghana at all. When this man was, before this man was elected to become, how do you call it, Speaker, look, the whole country was so happy when NDC MPs got 37, and the MPP got 37. Everybody was happy and said, yes, something is going to turn around. But right now, look, It's a mess. It's really, really a mess. It's like NDC MPs are just weak, yellow belly, weak spined. Look at what happened just this week, yesterday or day before yesterday. They brought a bill, they tabled a bill in the discuss, and this health minister have to be sacked. This health minister have to be investigated. This health minister have to be, how do you call it, prosecuted because he went to pay for COVID medicine through a third party, through a connection man. Okay, and they brought in, if I'm not mistaken, 15 million or 15,000, whatever. They brought in some COVID medicine to Ghana. Okay, nobody is able to substantiate that those medicine they brought, or nobody is able to approve that those medicines they brought, those medicine the Dubai guy brought, are authentic. They paid the guy about 16 million. But when they asked this health minister in parliament, he said, no money was paid. No money was paid. But now investigation show clearly that they paid about $16 million or 60 million Ghana cedis, something like that. Why did he lie under oath? This is perjury. This man have to be dealt with. In parliament, almost all the NDC people were there. Alban Bagby knew very well that this is a crucial issue, and this MP, this is a health minister, have to be dealt with. Alban Bagby refused to go to parliament, and he said he's going to Nando Kalu. You see what happened? You see what happened? He is flying to Nando Kalu. Okay, he's flying to the north, but they have to drive convoy cars to go and wait for him over there. Do you see the mindset of some of our leaders? Alban Bagby is trying to play like he's a president because he wanted to be a president. So now that he's a speaker, he's putting himself in the position as a president. Why do you have to drive convoy? Why do they have to drive empty cars to go and wait for you? Some of our leaders are so greedy. So you see, in every blind city, one eye man is the champion. Alban Bagby has been he's been coveting this office to be a president. So and Muhammad did not give him the chance. So Alban Bagby is so furious, he's so angry, he's so embittered that what he would do to make sure that Muhammad will not get to power or NDC will not get to power, they will do it. Look at the leadership in parliament. They are all Northerners. Mutaka, Idrisu, Alban Bagby, Mutala, name them, Ayariga, and Fuseni. They all these people are Northerners, right? They form strong caucus of NDC MPs. But they are not doing anything to help the country. They are not doing anything to help the country to know that, yes, we have a balanced parliament, and therefore this balanced parliament can be able to help the country. Look, they've taken, how do you call it, to court, right? I agree. Anybody who is found being corrupt or stealing money from the country should be hauled to court. That person should go to court. Kisia Jabin, I'm praying for him seriously, the new SP. Look, go back. You can even go back to 2020. How do you call it? 2000. You can even go as far back as you want. If you find any document that proves that somebody stole Ghana money, somebody was corrupt, take that person to court, bro. Take that person to court. Look, we have to fight these politicians. That is why now nobody wants to do any other thing. Nobody Everybody want to study to go forward. Ask people, what do you want to do in the future? I want to be a politician. Why? Because, hey, if you are a politician and you keep screaming and you keep fighting, you keep doing whatever, you keep lying, political party get to power, in 4 years, you are rich. You can build houses. Look, the people who were MPs, people who were in government, deputy ministers and aides to deputy ministers and presidential aid and all those people during Mahama, during Mills time, check their properties. Iyoko and Shiraj, Iyoko, BNI, CID, that's your job. Those are some of the things you have to do. All the you have to find out what is their riches, how much they got. You have to find out. You have to investigate. If you say you are practicing democracy, that is part of democracy. That's the check and balances of democracy. Nobody have to come to Yoko or Shiraj or CID or BNI to report about somebody's property before you jump in to investigate and find out how much did the worth before he became politician or before he came to office as an MP or parliament, how do you call it, or minister or deputy minister or a president. You have to investigate and then find out where did he money to do all these things he is doing now. That guy Ahi, something Ahi, in Akufo-Addo presidency, the wife said he wanted divorce, and the properties that were mentioned within 4 years, Ahi acquired. It's unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-blowing that Ahi can be able to acquire properties within 4 years. Iyoko is still sitting there. Ahi is still in the presidency. Shiraj is sitting there. How do you call CID is sitting there. Even the parliament is sitting there. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody said a word about Ahi's property that he acquired, because they in the parliament are doing the same. Why didn't Bagbin sit in the parliament and chair the parliament so that they can be able to pass these questions and pass this resolution that the minister have to be dealt with? Did you hear how do you call him? This guy from this guy from Futu. What is his name? I will remember the name. He's a lawyer. Afenyo Makin. Did you hear Afenyo Makin? Afenyo Makin in parliament said, he mentioned Comrade Minta Akando and said, you Akando, we help you. You Akando, we help you. You see, that is what they do in the parliament. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. Scratch my back, then I will also scratch your back. You see, because you did something wrong and we are all parliamentarians, so we will help you, we'll support you. So now that the health minister is in a hot soup, you have to join us. NDC people have to join us to rescue him. That is what they did. That is why Bagbin didn't go to parliament. And he allowed Joe Wise, the corrupt criminal Joe Wise, the evil Joe Wise, to chair the parliament, and then said they can't table the question. Look, you people should be careful, because look, there are people. Look, right now, let me say this. Opombwenu, where is Opombwenu? Opombwenu was IGP. He was thinking he's above everything. Now he's retired. He's gone home. Do you think they're going to have police surrounding his house, guiding his house? I know a lot of former IGPs. There's no police in their houses. Now he's a civilian. So when you're treating people, when you're doing some things, you got to be careful, because you cannot be in power forever. And when you are not in power, you are vulnerable. You have to know that when you are not in power, you are vulnerable. So you got to be careful how you treat the Ghanaians, how you steal from the Ghanaians, how you try to enrich yourself with our resources. Bagbin is a disappointment to Ghana Parliament. Honestly, Bagbin is a disappointment to NDC and Ghana Parliament. And if we don't take time, these MPs will cause NDC to stay in opposition 2024. You mark it. Because what these MPs are doing does not show any sign that they are there for Ghana or they are there for their political party, especially the opposition. And I hate to speak like this, but hey, I'm not trying to support NDC here. I'm not trying to support NPP here. I'm telling it as it is, because we have two groups that goes to parliament, and these two groups are the people who help the country. If these two groups in parliament, they all connive, they all put themselves together, creating, looting, and sharing, and they are not doing anything to help the country, we are doomed. We are doomed. The country is doomed. These people at the airport, Frontiers, how many MPs rise up and say, no, these people have to close down and let Noguchi go and take over? No, they will raise the issue, and when they grease their palm or whatever they said to them or whatever happened, then they'll just be quiet. Why should it be like that? This country, Ghana, need independent candidate, real independent candidate to get in there and begin to fight for Ghana. NDC cannot fight for Ghana. NPP cannot fight for Ghana. I'm telling you, all they will do is they go there, they steal from the state to enrich themselves. We have to encourage independent candidates, and we have to do what we can to support independent candidates to go to parliament and be the third force in the parliament and to keep NDC MPP in check. You see, Akufo-Addo went to MPP Congress, 29-year Congress. Akufo-Addo couldn't say anything positive, anything to encourage people. Even some of the MPP people were pissed off. All he was talking about, his emphasis was that 2024 MPP will win the election at all cost. The same thing he said. The same thing he said 2016 and 2020. They will win the election at all costs by all means. And they did. Are they going to do the same in 2024? They're going to keep, how do you call it? There's Chief Justice there. They're going to keep, how do you call that lady? Jen Mensa there, and Bosman Asari, and all these people to play the game for them again. Come on, man. Ghanaians, we have to wake up. We cannot trust NDC anymore. We cannot trust NDC anymore. We cannot have confidence in NDC anymore, because NDC MPs in the parliament show it clearly that they are not there for Ghana, they are there for their pocket. DZOBIFMRADIO1. I'm a concourse seminar to Tukuni. But Matanga ho NDC Giselo. Matanga ho NDC Gisebere. NDC Akpere Ghana. Alo NDC ako power le Akufo-Addo si wakpere Ghana wolo. Matan Joe. Ejabere mi abon kune bien le Ghana. Nemi jagwagbade mi a Ghana towe. Nemi jagwagbade. Nemi di independent parliamentary candidate we. Ne yoche no yi the parliament de. Ne no kpede mian, because NPP play NDC MP we le parliament. Ghana susu me lofo tame. Ne Ghana susu de lofo tame. Bagbi ma chore. Agbe parliament ide. Ako parliament de Jowa isi. Ke MDC tore MP we. O sogbo wu MPP tore. Bede no health minister. Ke yi ke eba play kalabule. Eba play kalabule. Eba play kantamato COVID vaccine. He covered dona mewe. Que health medical council Noguchi America may approve, FDA may approve article, FDA may approve article. Food and Drugs Authority. O me approve article kakeba kefe obi le parliament le be me kefe deko kaka receipt work document o show beri ekefe amechichi weko wa no ko de no agachuka amechichi fiafi okwa enyere nde kakele veme nyeberi amie ko betire amechichi wonyulu miato wekle miato gbewe gakei o tenka gacho alegbegbe amechichi kori anu agachoka anu amenkume kpoko anu agachoka tia mekalende le Facebook nuke social media be health minister le dodobe no nyai amole dobe no nyai ya be no nyai la ma bobo nyakeke nuko weke yiwa kedui cho Akufo-Addo government ma bobo because all the fifi o wanu e kole wawula o sema o wanu e kole wawula o glen duko o fi duko fifi la keke mi le fifi fly e gade ke megale duko si watanko wande ko e gade ke mele duko si wako wande ko okay tamie ke kumo bitu le fimini e fi son ko fiole fifi a miako Ghana politician Fourth Republic politician obetiri they are criminals we ejebe no investigate miapo Fourth Republic nukewe ejebe no in Joe Rollins time watan Kesia Jabin I know you can do it, man. I know you can do it. Even if you cannot do it with Akufo-Addo, you look for the documents. Look for the documents and keep the document. And when Akufo-Addo get off power, leash on everybody. Leash on everybody. Why do you, these old people who try to hustle and couldn't make life better for yourself, have fake certificates like the Greek minister? Like the Greek minister. Where did he get his doctorate from? Which school did he get his doctorate from? All these people in government today have degrees and doctor and this and so a Professor Adai and all. They are all fake. Professor Adai is not a professor. He's fake professor. The Greek minister, Dr. Akuto, fake. He's fake. He's fake. All these people, most of them, they are all fake people. And they need to be investigated. I don't know what Siraj is doing there. I don't know what Iyoko is doing there. You know, it's just a shame we have this kind of people taking over our country and holding our country a hostage. Akufo-Addo, fake lawyer. Look, there's a document, Akufo-Addo's document that he signed, or the forms he filled to send to EC before he was allowed to stand as a candidate. There was nowhere Akufo-Addo mentioned a lawyer or mentioned any law school. You can go and check. It's a public document. Ghanaians, go and check. Don't just sit down for people to come and be telling you stuff. That is why you are being deceived all the time. Akufo-Addo is fake. He's not a lawyer, but he became Attorney General. We can even take a case against him for that's perjury. Perjury. He swore an oath and he lied. He's not a lawyer. Look. Fix the country. This fix the country thing just begun. And we have to be careful the people we allow to jump into front row. We have to be very careful because most people in Ghana today, especially journalists, are so corrupt. A lot of journalists right now are being paid by Akufo-Addo government. Some of them are being paid to go to school in the overseas. Some of them are they are paying their school fees in Ghana. So they can't say anything. They are being bonded. Their jaws are being gagged. They can't speak. And the people are suffering. Look, like Zoom Lion, right? Zoom Lion, when this COVID came, they said Zoom Lion is disinfecting schools. They are spraying schools. They are spraying market. The question is this: are we sensible? Do we have sense? Our leaders, do our leaders have sense? Do they think? Do they have brain? COVID is not in the air for you to go and be spraying COVID. COVID is in the person and it transmits from person to person. But you give business, create, loot, and share. You give it to Zoom Lion to go to schools, go to markets, and be spraying. What are they spraying? What are they spraying? What are they spraying? It's all create, loot, and share, because Zoom Lion taking the whole system, monopolize Ghana system. Everything goes to Zoom Lion, and Zoom Lion is making tons of money, and nobody's saying a word, because Zoom Lion is greasing palms of government officials and leaders. So what can they say? It's a shame. You heard Akufo-Addo went to UK for education summit. You see, it's just a shame. You are in Africa. You Africa leaders, you are in Africa. You have educational system. You have educated people. You have technocrats. You have well-educated, learned people. Why won't you call all these people together to look at our educational system, to set up education system for the whole Africa, or even if it's ECOWAS West Africa, to set the same thing system? UK will call you. White man will call you to come to his country for him to tell you or show you how you to manage your education in your country. And you tell me you are a leader? You are a dumb leader. You are a stupid leader. You are a weak leader. You are a fake lawyer. Akufo-Addo, you are a fake lawyer. You are an imposter. And after you get off power, I'm telling you, you say you are a lawyer, you will be running to court every time, because we're going to sue you. Akufo-Addo must be taken to court, must be investigated, and must be punished, including all his allies, all his criminal cartel. Ghana have to set a record. Ghana have to set a record. As soon as Akufo-Addo get off power, he must be hauled. He must be hauled to the court. He must be punished. His people must be punished. He went there. He was telling them that he did a free SHS. It's running well. Who tell you it's running well? Because none of your family kids are at the SHS. My son is in SHS. Okay, my son is so worried, because there's no textbooks. We have MPs sitting in parliament, and they know that our school system had no textbooks for 3 good years. But the MPs are sitting there saying nothing about it, fighting to get $100,000 to go and buy a car. The people who just finished, the past 4 years, are receiving 600,000 Ghana plus. They don't care about the country. They don't care about the people. The students don't have textbooks. They are going to write their BECE or whatever you call it. How can they write it? Because your children are in private schools, and most of your children are overseas. As soon as you became MP, as soon as you became a minister, you logo all your children and put them overseas somewhere, stealing money from Ghana, paying their school fees abroad. And Iyoko is sitting there, Shiraj is sitting there, CID is sitting there. Where are they getting the money from to pay the school fees abroad? Look, some of you, the MPs, and some of you, the ministers right now, you have to know that as soon as after 2024, look, your butt is going to be hot. Your butt is going to be hot, because we are coming after you guys, you the criminal ones. All those people paying school fees from Ghana, where you got the money from. All those people building houses. Look, somebody is working in the Jubilee House in the presidency. He has no position, nothing there. He has 4 houses within 4 years That person built 4 mansions in Accra. In Accra, he's built 4 mansions in Accra. Where did he get the money from? Nobody's asking anybody a question like that. The next government have to set up a special unit in the national security to be able to investigate, to go and look for all these houses, find out who the houses belong to, and if they belong to all, whoever the house belong to, they should ask them, where did you get the money to build this kind of house? People driving all these $200,000 cars in Ghana. You will see a young girl, you see a young guy driving $200,000 cars in Ghana. Where did they get it from? We have to get it. We have to investigate that. We have to investigate and find out where did they get the money from. Anyway, what exactly I want to talk about, I didn't get into it, but I know what I've spoken about. It makes sense. And I want you to post this. I want you to share it for people to listen. Look, we got to fight. We have to fight. The fight has just begun. Ghana youth, Ghanaians, whether you are youth or you are not youth, support the youth. Support Face Ghana now to hold our corrupt politicians accountable. They should fix the road. They should fix the electricity. They should fix the water. They should fix the schools. They should fix the judiciary. They should fix the parliament. They should fix everything. Everything needs to be fixed in Ghana. Fia fioson ko ba ko Ghana zoto over the politician we e fison son ko fiole e yatamile gbogbobere e 2024 ko yiri e mele bobobobo e jebe mi make sure fika mi okpo gachu apile ko wetu fika mi okpo gachu apile vuke we ke kwasi abe $200,000 vuwe. Et ya de viwe kple nyɔnu viwe yon ole kuku le Ghana fi no kpɔ gawe tsoe e tu be mi bia gbe amiewe sigbe dukɔ keke ayi ŋgɔ re sigbe ole dukɔ keke ayi ŋgɔ sigbe wɔne na me de le ga de zan re e je be yoko shiraj CID no nya no bia gbe amie be de fi no kpɔ ga ke kume tsoe Jobi FM Radio 1 eke akpena mi kaka be mi do tomi ma one no kpakple mi ma on fait un no mi da akpeka kaka le komi jamia program o komeke mi galeji gbe basa nyama wuya akpena mi kaka ma on no mi lo me dogbana mi kaka mi awe le doji Jobi FM Radio 1 on kwa ke se mi le ame konko mi se ya tutukpini akpena mi kaka lo ma on no mi akpe akpenami maune no mi Jobi FM Radio 1 mi abo WhatsApp number enye +1 667 303 6133 +1 667 303 6133 yanya mi abo WhatsApp number no yo mi le WhatsApp number jalo yi WhatsApp ji wa kpo mi le fima mi abo number mi le Facebook le YouTube live akpenami kaka maune no mi bye bye for now. Never program bubu gale go me jegbe kpere akpe